yeah. Ooh, y'all ready for that fight, Charlo and Canelo? Man, hey, I got. Look, I'm rolling with Canelo on that one, man. I don't know. No, I'm rolling with Charlo. No, I'm rolling with. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know, but it's gonna be a big fight, man. Don't miss that. I don't know the date. You be checking it. Check it out, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reloaded Insights. JP Reloaded Insights. That's right. We unpack the real conversations here. I'm your host, JP, and we're here to deliver unfiltered insights on a variety of topics, okay? Today, we are doing a reaction to Chief X video on Brother Polite. He came out with some information, very shocking information that the people should be aware of, okay? And first, I wanna give y'all some context, okay? All right, so let's dive in. First, I'm gonna give y'all some context. I do have some guests in the building. You know, one gonna hide his face, one gonna show his face. You know how it is. All right, but check this out. I'm gonna give you some context, and after that, I'm gonna bring them in. Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming past. Make sure you hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
You then forced her to see things that no child should ever have to see. You forced her to feel things that no child should have to feel. You forced her to accept violence that no child should ever have to endure. You forced drugs in her that no human should ever even ingest. She's my child. My baby. How could you? How could you?
Huh? She poured out her heart just now.
You could have killed her with all the drugs that were found in her system.
Damn.
And you thought your master plan was mapped out perfectly, huh? You thought I'd be dumb enough to believe you over my child. And you thought that money would blind me. You thought I was going to be so blinded that I wouldn't notice when you returned her with bruises all over her body and her mouth busted, uncontrollably shaking. Absolutely not. And although you executed your plan and you got what you wanted those couple of hours, you actually failed.
Let's bring my guest in. And look, could this be an R. Kelly thing? You know, could it be lying? I don't know. People, you know, it's been breaking news. And I bring up people right now. So talk about that portion of the video. All right. So, fellas, that was the mother of the child that was allegedly raped and abused by Brother Polite. I know a lot of people have the paperwork and stuff like that. And came over the video from Chief X, who always been on Polite's case. So he always knows or gets his information from his sources. With that video, I'm going to just roll into the next video.
I did not know.
Oh, did you know? Did you know about Brother Polite?
I mean, I know of him, but I have not ever kept up with him over the years.
You know of him from what? From books or?
Back from the woke, when the whole woke thing was getting really big and new and stuff. You know when that whole wokeness thing was a big trending thing on the internet before
different movement.
You seen him on the streets and stuff like that?
No, it's online.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
my thing is, where to get the video from, or why is there, if there's a video, why is there nobody's face on it?
No, there was face on it. I just extracted the video, audio.
You're not trying to get flagged. Laws of YouTube. So what happened? He basically messed with somebody.
Yeah, it gets deeper, and This video is not too long, so I'm gonna roll into it. Okay, so this is the Chief X. Shout out to Chief X. Doing amazing work too.
All right, YouTube people. Right, there has been some claims that Polite's sexual charges has been removed. That is false.
Yeah, if you look that up, it'll be like, oh, a bunch of YouTubers coming out saying, oh, this is charges dropped. You know, we are worried about it no more. So this is real deal. Other people are against it as well.
Okay. There's a guy named YK The Truth who's made a video claiming that there was no sexual related charges and he cannot be considered a sexual predator and all these excuses. So I wanted to clear it up, right? That Polite is a sexual psychopath and he is under the scrutiny of sexual psychopath laws. The judge considers him to be mentally unstable and to have a mental defect. And that mental defect is he can't control himself sexually with children. Okay? Now we're going to listen to what I'm talking about. And we're going to listen to what the judge says, because people think that he got off light because he didn't register as a sex offender. Bullshit. I think he got a heavier charge. The 4 charges they removed and the 2 new charges, which was child abuse, aggravated child abuse, and great bodily harm. Those charges are more egregious than the previous lewd and lascivious charges and the child molesting charges he had. They carry 30 years each, when the other charges only carried 15 years max. These max out at 30 years. Child abuse. What kind of child abuse, you may ask? Sexual child abuse, when you get into the particulars. Sexual abuse of a minor, when you get into the particulars. But the charge just simply reads aggravated child abuse. But people want to know what kind of abuse. Sexual abuse. He was charged, convicted, and pled guilty to sexual abuse, child abuse. Prove this shit, Chief X. So we're going to listen to what the judge said. First, the judge told the state to give, in general, the stipulations of the plea deal. So let's listen to that. Hold on. Pay attention, because this requires great listening comprehension. I got this from my girl Trip C's Treehouse page. She's been on the Polite case since day one, right? So listening comprehension is in order.
And every aspect of it, but the major components of the plea agreement. But what I am going to ask is for the state to tell me the general terms of the plea agreement, and then
he said he wants the state, the prosecutor, to tell him in general, the general terms, not in-depth specifics. They didn't get in-depth specifics, right? So listen.
Go into the details on the contract. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the plea agreement includes an adjudication, 7 years of state prison, followed by 10 years of reporting probation. As a condition of probation, the defendant will...
Would you say 10 years probation?
10 years reporting probation. Okay. The defendant will complete the MDSO program. The defendant will...
MDSO program, I'm going to break that down to you. That's a sex offender treatment program. He pled guilty to being a sex offender. That was a child abuse, sexual abuse of a child.
To have unsupervised contact with children. The defendant will have specific terms regarding,
He can't have unsupervised visits with children. More than likely, that includes his own children. When I worked at Edelman's Children's Court as a legal assistant, they put these stipulations on you in the disposition, and you have to have supervised visitations. He has to have supervised visitations with children, all children.
where he may work and the ability to wear a uniform. There are additional terms of restitution, of which 5,000 has been agreed to be.
Now we know all this, so let's just move forward to what the judge got to say. He's going to get into a little more particulars. She was just giving a general overview.
Within 24 hours mailed. Additionally, there will be a stay.
What is the total amount of the restitution? Noack, the terms of the plea.
Now the judge is going to go into the particulars and break this down. Here we go.
Okay, so Mr. Noack, the terms of the plea agreement are as what the prosecutor just stated, that you are going to be entering a plea of guilty to the 2 counts of aggravated child abuse and 1 count of deliberate contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You will be adjudicated guilty, which is a criminal conviction on your record. Do you also understand, sir, that by entering into this plea that it may subject you to involuntary civil commitment proceedings set forth in Florida statutes 394.910 through 394.9.
Listen to that again. He said involuntary civil commitment. What is an involuntary civil commitment?
1. Civil commitment proceedings set forth in Florida statutes 394.910 through 394.931. Do you understand everything that I've said thus far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he understood that he has to do involuntary civil commitment. He really didn't understand. That's why he said, yeah. I don't think he got prepped on that. That's why he was hesitant with that. Yeah. Let's listen.
Now, I want to also 910 through 394. So understand, sir, that by entering into this plea that it may subject you to involuntary civil commitment proceedings set forth in Florida statute.
Involuntary means it's not voluntary. You're basically forced. This is what's going to happen.
394.910 through 394.931. Do you understand everything that I've said thus far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to also advise you, sir, that you are going to be sentenced to 7 years in state prison to be followed by 10 years of reporting probation. In addition to any of these special conditions of probation, you will also participate in and successfully complete a mentally disordered sex offender treatment program.
Mentally disordered sex offender program, meaning he's a sex offender, although he doesn't have to register on the sex offender list. Let's break this down because people are confused. No, he didn't get off light. And thanks, attorney Aikisha Al-Shabazz. This is where I kind of got this clue from, got a lot of this information from. But when I heard involuntary civil commitment, it rang a bell to me. But I said, I just looked into it today. But attorney Aikisha Al-Shabazz clarified it for me. I said, that's what the fuck it is. Now, let's go, people. Okay, I'm back. I'm doing this on my cell phone because I'm at a little hotel room and I'm not on my desktop where I can really get down and share my screen. So it's janky, but here we go. Mentally disordered sex offender, right? What is that? Hold on, where my pen at? Mentally disordered sex offender, or AKA sexual psychopath statute. He's been deemed a sexual psychopath. This is a sexual offenders treatment program, the MDSO. Okay, are you following me? He is deemed by the courts a sexual psychopath. That's what MDSO is. It's a program for people who are sexual psychopaths. Let's continue on. Let me just finish reading this. Mentally disordered sex offender or sexual psychopath statutes are dispositional options for courts to divert what? Mentally disordered persons convicted of sexually motivated acts. He was convicted of a sexually motivated act against a minor. Okay, so mentally disordered persons convicted of sexually motivated acts into the mental health system. So they're throwing you into the mental health system. What mental health system? The state mental health system, meaning a state crazy house, a state psychiatric place facility. Prove that shit, Chief. Hold on. Involuntary civil commitment. This is what the judge said he has. Sex offender civil commitment. Okay, this is an involuntary civil commitment. You heard the judge, right? During the past 15 years, sex offender civil commitment laws have emerged that require some dangerous sex offenders, this is what he is, a sex offenders, to receive what? Involuntary treatment in a secure facility after their criminal incarceration. Meaning, people, after he does his 7 years, which I made a mistake earlier saying he has to do 100%. No, state of Florida, you have to do 85% of your time. So if he got 7 years, basically he has to do 6 years. After this 6-year time, he gets out and is on parole, probation, whatever you want to call it, right? He enters into a treatment facility after the criminal incarceration, into a mental health state facility. Following an assessment of risk, sex offenders who are considered likely to reoffend, he could reoffend, he has a pattern, are entitled to a trial with the judge and jury where evidence of their dangerousness is presented. If they are found to meet statutory criteria for civil commitment, they are detained with what? Yearly evaluations. So he gets an evaluation, he's placed in there, and then he could, in another year, they evaluate him. They say, nah, this motherfucker ain't well. And keep him in there for another year. This is serious, people. Where evidence is dangerous presented, if they found to meet statutory criteria for civil commitment, they are detained with what? Yearly evaluations. Until they are considered no longer dangerous to the community. Until they deem you okay. They might keep your ass there for 3 years. Right? Until they are no longer dangerous to the community. Sexually violent predators, this is what he is. A sexually violent predator. His charge was aggravated child abuse with great bodily harm. Meaning he's a sexually violent predator. An SVP. You see? Statutes seek to prevent the reoccurrence of sexual victimization by incapacitating potentially violent and dangerous sex offenders. Right? That's what they're talking about. This is a sex offender's civil commitment that the judge said he's bound to. Let's continue. Hold on. Now, we're back. In California, which is basically the same as Florida, mentally disordered sex offender, which that's what he is. You are wrong, YK the Truth. Here we go. Abstract. California defines a mentally disordered sex offender as any person who, by reason of mental defect, disease, or disorder, is predisposed to the commission of sexual offenses to such a degree that he is a dangerous to the health and safety of others. He's a danger to the public, people. When any person is convicted of a criminal offense, if it appears that there is probable cause to believe him to be a mentally disordered sex offender, he was charged with aggravated child abuse and great bodily harm. He's a sexual psychopath, people.
So, what y'all think about the great fallen leader?
So let me get this straight. So he's going to do 7 years and then 10 years after that, probation. That's 17 years. He got 17 years. So what that means is, if I were polite, Cuba, nigga, go to Cuba. Don't bullshit. Go to Cuba. The fuck? Shit.
No, I think he already locked up. Girl. Oh, I ain't know. How long you been there? You see the video? Oh, troublemaker.
You know, troublemaker over there, man.
Did you see the video? How long were you back there? Did you see the video?
Shit. Damn, hold on. I think I lost. Hold on.
You know what that means? He's fucked. If he's not already locked up, and they don't like niggas that fuck.
Yeah.
Especially down
So yeah, I saw the last like 3 minutes of the video. I was only on for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes.
What you think, man, of the fallen leader of the conscious community?
Yeah, he's fucked up, but you know, I was thinking about it, you know, even when I first heard the charges a couple years ago, and I was listening to his trial live on I don't know if you heard Brother Garfield. He had it live when they was reading the charges. I was listening to it live, right? And I heard the mother speak. The more that I heard the mother speak, the more I felt it was bullshit. Yeah,
I'm listening.
Like an R. Kelly type of thing.
I think what's happening is that we never heard Polite speak.
True.
Okay.
True.
We never heard Polite speak. However, he did respond right after court. He did put out a video.
Mm-hmm.
And he explained what was happening, because yesterday I was thinking about it. I was like, bro, something about this isn't right. You mean this man has millions of dollars? He got some badass wives.
Mm-hmm.
Some badass wives, bro.
His first wife's thick as a mother.
Yo, what is her name? What is her name?
Amanda.
Bro,
I don't know.
I went to his page and I saw a picture of her walking in some black bro. Oh,
so
he's got five.
Yeah.
You saying you still can't be a psycho?
No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it doesn't add up, bro.
Right.
So when I listened to Polite, right? So this is what he said. He wanted to go to trial. That's what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to go to trial.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue was that he said this. He said he has text messages from the mother. Okay, let me start here. They were in a relationship, him and the mother.
Of course, they had to be.
He broke up with her.
Hold on,
don't got the lifestyle no more.
Is this one of the bras that's brought into their relationship, or he was cheating?
I'm not sure.
You trying to Mike Tyson them.
But they were in a relationship and he broke up with her.
Oh,
okay. So when he broke up with her, he said that it's in documented evidence. It's in the evidence file.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he wanted to go to court.
Right. He would have got off on that.
So, but the problem is this. In his text messages, he stated that it wasn't him that wanted her to go to, well, two things. She stated in the text messages that because they broke up, she was going to ruin his life.
Which she did.
She also stated in the text messages is that she wanted him, she told him to take her to a party.
Mm.
Not polite taking her to a party. He didn't want to take her to the party, but he took her to the party because mom put it on him to take her to the party. That's where they went. They went to a party.
Right. She got fucked up on her own.
She got fucked up on her own.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
She got fucked up on her own. But this is where Polite had to plea. This is where he had to plea. He had to plea because the fact that she got intoxicated and drunk
on his watch.
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't turn her in. The mom turned her in. It looks as if Polite is culpable of rape.
I know.
Then they said, and then hold on. Then he said, they did a full rape kit on her.
They didn't find shit.
They find nothing.
They said they found the DNA.
Hold on. They found semen on her.
Well, who's semen? Who's semen?
Hold on. Let me finish. They found semen on her. He said her head wrap or something in her shirt, but that could have been planted.
Yes.
Who have access to his semen?
Him.
No, the girlfriend.
Was it okay? Oh,
bruh.
No. You don't leave no condom. What nigga leave a condom behind in the bed?
Well, you're not trying to put a baby in her ass. She probably keep a condom. You never know.
There was no, but even if there is a condom, there's still going to be DNA. You got pubic hairs,
right.
You got saliva, you have all that stuff. I
heard he was trying to resuscitate her or something because she was passed out or something.
Did he do it?
I don't know.
So he.
Did the DNA come from that?
You better appeal that shit.
But no, what happened was that so what happened was during the trial, they was going to go to trial.
Mm-hmm.
But they brought up some more severe charges right before trial.
Right, those last two. Yeah.
He had to plea because he was facing 30.
Right.
That day when he got, when he took the plea, he didn't come there to take the plea. He came there because it was supposed to be a jury trial that day.
So if you didn't do anything, would you stand on that or would you just take the plea?
You
didn't do it. You know you ain't do it.
Hold on. You have to, look. He was facing, now he has.
Semen would have did him in.
If he would have went to trial.
Yeah, the semen would have did him in.
Because
that's evidence, right? That's the quote unquote the red-handed. You got your DNA. Not necessarily semen, but your DNA.
Yeah, but you have to understand where the semen was located.
Well, what is it doing out anyway?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. If he has text messages stating that she's going to ruin his career because he broke up.
I see what you're saying.
There are ways. All you need is a little sample of semen and drop it somewhere. That's all you need. That's it.
I see what I know. I see. Believe me, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Because there was none on her.
So she asked me.
That's weird. That is not in her or anywhere around her, like her mouth or
No, it wasn't. It wasn't nothing on her mouth. It was on her clothes. It was like I think he said the head wrap and like on the shirt. I'm like, bro,
That don't make no damn sense.
This is not adding up. But even with that, he was still going to go to trial.
Right.
The reason why he pleaded was because, and this was at the advice of his lawyers. This was his lawyers telling him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Polite got money, so he has an abundance of resources.
Right.
They said, bro, these new charges that they brought up, you're going to get convicted because the mother is the one that took her in. And because mama is the one that took him in, she framed it.
Right. I see what you're saying.
It wasn't Polite. It was mama.
Right. She can frame it any way she wants.
She can frame it any way she wants to.
And that's what you're fighting. Her story.
That's what you're fighting.
Her initial
and
story.
You have to convince 12 jurors.
Right. How? Like how? Impossible. A mother's word, and they say, "quote unquote," got your evidence right there. You're done. You're getting done, all 30 years.
You're done. You're getting the 30, bro. You're getting it. There's no way he was going to beat that rap.
No way. No fucking way.
Because that is the case. But remember, Polite was going to trial.
Right.
He was going to trial. He was going to fight that. Even with the sperm thing, he was going to trial with that.
Right, right.
So if you're not guilty, you're going to fight that.
He gonna beat the lesser charges, but
he had to plea, bro.
Because what I heard, the first few charges were like 15 years max charges that you could probably beat if you had it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the other ones were like 30 years max. So damn, that bitch fucked him up.
Yeah, she got him.
See, that's why I don't date abroad with kids, because of that problem right there. Right there is why I don't date abroad with kids. I'll never do it. I'll die alone. I can give a flying fuck. I will die fucking alone. Like, she can say anything at any time during any point of your relationship, and your life is done. Done. There's nothing you can do about it. You're done. Fuck all that. I've worked too hard. I've lost so much to have my life thrown away by some fucking broad and her little shit kid. Fuck all that shit. Get the fuck out of it. Goddamn, Polite, you fucking moron. Goddamn, you Cuban nigga.
He even said if you get a chance to go type up Polite, he went through the whole thing. He went through the whole thing of why he matter of fact, hold on. I think I can probably drop it in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, right. This is why I don't date broads with kids, man. Because anytime they can fuck up your entire and take all of your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts my heart, man. That hurts my heart. That wasn't even his kid, too. You know, that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
See, and she was a female. That's even worse. God damn. Hurts my heart, bruh. You about to do 7 years over some broad's lie. Over some kid that you didn't even want to take care of. Like, see, she's the money, that lifestyle. She lost that lifestyle. She wanted to get back. I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna take care of me? I'm gonna fuck up all your shit. Like, the nigga got kids, man. Like, dumb evil stuff with bitch. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat. So there's the video. I don't know if he can play it, but it's right there. Polite explains what happened, why he had to take the plea.
See, I wonder if I can let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Man, I'm high blown on that one.
But it just didn't make sense, bro. I'm like, dude, he got these bad wives. Why afford? Like, that doesn't make sense. And I think he probably knows what happened to her. But he ain't going to rat out his folks, bro.
Can you see the screen?
I can see you.
Damn. It says sharing screen. Shit.
I think Polite may have known what happened to her at the party.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. That's because what I heard,
But
like he was
but
passed
he
out, he
ain't-
was trying to save her.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna rat out his. You
don't
can't
think
do
he-
that.
I doubt it. Yeah,
You
I
can't
doubt
do
it.
that, bro.
Like I said, Cuba's just a short boat ride away. You can fight it over in Cuba. That's what I would do. Hey, shit, fuck that. If you ain't locked me up yet, I'm a Cuban. You catch me if you can.
Yeah, nah, they didn't lock him up yet, but he got it. At some point, he got to go in.
Yeah, you gotta turn yourself in. But I mean, goddamn, like all the stuff you work for are just gone. Everything's about to be gone. Like, damn.
He also stated on there that the lady that did the DNA test, that is for the mother's defense. She disappeared when he got his lawyers to look at the DNA. He wanted to have a deposition with the council's DNA expert. They couldn't find her.
That's weird.
Disappeared.
How did you disappear?
She works for a private firm, right? So when it was time for a deposition, they couldn't find her, couldn't locate her. Because they were going to ask her questions that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Couldn't find her.
And they stood up. Damn.
Yeah, couldn't find her.
That's just odd, man.
Man, they set that dude up, man. They set that man up
perfectly.
Yeah,
perfectly. Like you can't even get out of that shit.
Yeah,
unless you have the mom recant her statement.
They was going to get him for something.
Yeah,
they was going to get him for something, man.
He might have got probation at the the first set of charges.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But now. You got to do 7 years in a state penitentiary.
Yeah,
not even federal. You got to do state penitentiary. That's worse. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's kind of not a story I wanted to hear. I was just about to watch the joint you just sent me.
Yeah, that he recorded that like hours after the trial. I mean, after the plea.
And this was just the trial was on the 6th, right?
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Damn, man. I want to watch this joint now.
Yeah. Damn, I don't even know. I don't even know how to share this stuff or whatever, man. I don't even know how to do this.
Yeah, I was trying to share it, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know. You couldn't see it enough, so.
Okay. You can play it. I can hear it, I think.
You hear it?
Hold on. Is he talking?
Yeah.
I can't hear him talking.
Okay, damn. Apple's kind of good with that, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna do it like this then.
Okay. Because he said the mother and the daughter dropped the charges.
Yeah, they dropped it. Right. They dropped the yeah. They
Wait a minute, hold on, huh?
Yeah.
They dropped the charges. So why the fuck is he? So the state just keep going with it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
You got
this is why Polite wanted to go to trial. This is why he wanted to go to trial.
It shouldn't matter if they drop the charges. What the fuck?
So if you didn't do it, why did you take the plea?
Bruh, I just explained.
Right.
Like I can't explain it. All right, how about this?
No, I'm just saying, if you was in that situation, you know you didn't do it. You gonna take a plea anyway?
Well, you got to understand the language of the charges.
Yeah,
it's how they word the charges. Like for instance, let me give you an example.
Go the initial. First of all, how it even started about the mom going first to even say anything in the first place. That's what he's really fighting. So that's what you.
Yeah, that's what he's fighting. That's what got him.
What got him?
All right, let me give you an example of how it goes, right? So I got a suspended driver's charge, driving on suspended license, right?
Mhm.
On my thing. So 3 years ago, I got pulled over during the pandemic.
Mhm.
I had bought a vehicle, but I never got the registration on it, right?
Mhm.
But because of the state of emergency, I was allowed to drive on a expired tax.
Mhm.
Okay, because of the state of emergency.
Okay.
I was allowed to do that. An officer pulled me over because I had expired tags, and for whatever reason, he didn't know the law, and he gave me tickets anyway. Right. So I never got a court date. So the following year, so the summer 21,
Mhm.
I get pulled day after 4th of July. I get pulled over by a cop. He said, "You know your license is suspended." I said, "Nah, I don't know my license is suspended." Because I like what? He's like, "Yeah." So he looks it up. He said, "Because you missed your court date." So okay. So I ended up having to go to court for a suspended license.
Mhm.
So when I had the court date,
Mhm.
I couldn't tell the judge that I wasn't driving on a suspended license. Even though the reason why my license was suspended was of no fault of my own.
Right.
But the question is, were you driving on a suspended license? That's it.
Right.
That's all they want to know. Even though I know that I'm innocent because I was in the right. I wasn't even wrong when he stopped me. But the charge is, are
Right.
you driving on a suspended license, sir?
What was the
So
question?
let me ask.
They asked me if I wanted to have a trial.
Uh-huh.
How am I going to beat that? How am I going to beat that? The charge is you driving on a suspended license.
Mhm.
That's what you're going to court for.
That's
Period.
what I'm going to court for. And that's what Polite was facing. That's what he was facing. The charge was when I don't know the exact charge, but what he was fighting was the fact that he did not turn the girl in after. Okay, the mother framed him as doing certain things to him. I mean, to the daughter. She was the one that turned the daughter in and not him. So she framed it as this, that, and the third. This happened to her daughter on his watch.
So
On his watch.
did the daughter say anything? Did she speak up yet?
No one heard from the daughter other than what the prosecution said.
And talk about that, she's got a mom, so the
And
daughter.
she and her mom. So they can't even cross-examine her. Now check this out. The mother said she didn't want to go to trial and expose her daughter to all the scrutiny because her daughter would have to get on the stand.
Yep, your daughter's a hoe.
The daughter would have to get, and she would have to get cross-examined.
Which technically can still happen because if he appeals, that's what's going to happen.
If I was him, I would appeal, and I think that's what he's going to do.
Of course,
he's going to appeal that. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have his day in court.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be. I'm gonna be there. I want to be there.
Guess what's going to happen? Polite said, "This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down for a little while. I'm going to appeal this." And then when they appeal it, all the evidence, because he has to get his story out. He has to get his side of the story out. We don't have his side of the story
at all.
At all.
Okay.
So
he hasn't talked about it at all.
He couldn't.
Yeah, he said he doesn't want to because the trial's ongoing. So
yeah,
so look, I want to ask though, why were they together anyway? Like, what was the reason I had to hang out with you for?
He just explained that earlier.
I just explained that.
Well, I went out.
The mother is the one that wanted the daughter to hang out with him. You got to look at the video because he explains it better than I can explain it.
Yeah, take us off live. You've been out with the joint for like 20, 30 minutes now.
Because my thing is, it just didn't make sense, bro. Like there's something. I'm not saying the man is totally innocent of everything. I'm just saying there's something not right. Yeah, there's something not right here. I think Polite is smarter than that to do something.
Right. That's just way too much for a dude like that. You know?
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. He's out there hanging with Floyd Mayweather and all these celebrities.
Yeah. He was. So look, let's close. Let me close it out with that. So Kufu, Brother Polite, guilty or innocent?
I think he's innocent.
Troublemaker, guilty or innocent?
He's acquitted. I'm gonna say that. He's acquitted. In my eyes. He's acquitted.
All right, well, there you have it now, folks. Thank you all. Even though you guys were with me during the little blackout I had, appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.